Let me start by expressing my gratitude and my thanks to the Luxembourgish presidency for the excellent cooperation in the last 5 months to deal together with an enormous European challenge, migration. I start by making a comment, although it's not proper, but I'll do it, on what Jean said before. There are only European ways ahead and European solutions. This is our basic stance upon which we had built our cooperation, the Presidency and the Commission during the last 5 months. Jean, my dear friend, and I mean when I use the word friend, we have worked and traveled very frequently these last few months. And I want to tell everybody, because what we say behind the stage is for us, but what we say in public, it is exactly what we feel and we mean. You have been a great president, honoring your country and upholding our common cause, which is a more inclusive and united Europe. We owe the implementation and the rollout of the European agenda on migration to the leadership, dedication and reactivity of the Luxembourgish presidency. The last 6 months have not only been a strong collaboration, but a true partnership. Jean, je te remercie et félicite profondément.
So, Jean.
And I can tell you that during all this months, progress has been made, but it is true, more has to happen. We can only respond effectively if everyone fulfills their commitments and responsibilities. That's why I urged all ministers to step up, to speed up the relocation process from Greece and Italy, and to offer the necessary resources that will help them make all the hotspots fully operational. It is only by fully implementing all elements of the relocation mechanism, and I emphasize the word all, that the system will work for everyone. Yesterday, important developments have taken place in Greece, and I have to commend this development. They triggered the civil protection mechanism, requested a rapid deployment from Frontex, and reached an agreement with Frontex on its land border with the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Cyprus has been the first to respond to Greece's call for civil protection. Right now, I call on all other member states to quickly follow suit. And not just on this, but also in sending their staff and border guards to Frontex for deployment and support in Greece. But it's not just about Italy and Greece. More and more countries in Europe are affected by this crisis, in the south, east and north. I remind you that just 3 days ago I was in Sweden, earlier this week. They face and they are confronted with a huge pressure, with a real problem. And I was there to tell them that Sweden is not alone. And we shall be there if they need us to provide them with our help and our support in order to address this issue. On Monday, I'm going to Sarajevo. Jean will be with me there for the EU Western Balkans Justice and Home Affairs Ministerial Forum to follow up with our partners in the region on all the common actions and commitments taken since the October Western Balkan Summit. Member States also need to intensify their efforts in implementing return decisions, and as always, the Commission is ready to be present, is ready to help. While we deal with immediate situation now, we cannot lose sight of the bigger, of the larger picture, and start thinking comprehensively also about legal migration. That is why I am particularly pleased that the ministers agreed today on new common immigration rules for students, researchers, trainees and volunteers from third countries. Finally, about my beloved and favorite issue, Schengen. Despite the difficulties that we have experienced with the refugee crisis, Schengen, I repeat it, is not the problem. On the contrary, we should use its tools and make it part of the solution. This can only happen through the proper implementation of the rules, but also through the enhancement, the reinforcement of our border controls, by establishing mutual trust and exchanging information and intelligence. I have said it before, and I repeat again, it is precisely by applying the rules, by using the system, that we ensure the safety of our citizens. We should focus on strengthening and improving Schengen, not breaking it down. In parallel to our upcoming proposal for a European Borders Guard, we are also exploring the possibility of a proposal to amend the Schengen Borders Code to allow for systematic checks of EU citizens at the external borders, as requested by the Council last time around. Dear friends, we really have no time to lose. This is what I said this morning coming in. Time is not our ally. We have to step up. We have to speed up and work in a united way in order to address this issue. The refugee crisis is affecting an increasing number of member states, and not only at the front line. But let's please not fool ourselves or anyone. No member state and no EU institution can address the migratory challenge alone. The only way forward on all of these things is more Europe, not less. The only way forward is in a united way. Let us prove, not for European leaders in 2 weeks, but most importantly to European citizens, that Europe can truly deliver. And I can assure you, after this meeting, that we are all united in front of our common challenges. Thank you.